It's a Leyland Daf T244. This is a rare truck to see. There are some photos of it on, if you do a Google search for Overland truck, you will see it. But the owner likes to be quite private, so it's quite a rare truck to see. But it's one of the ones I actually really like. I've even taken a screenshot of this when I found it because I thought it was a good looking truck. I'm not going to do a tour of it right now because the owner is quite a private person. But he has said I'm going to come back in August, do some work for him, and we'll do a little tour and we'll talk to the owner. He's a well-travelled man, good to talk to, lots of good stories. Ex-army, which is why he probably bought this truck, because he knows they're good. He loves it. It's a very simple build but very beautiful inside. Kind of rustic beauty, charm of maps, and it's really nice. I want to show you, but I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm going to come back in August and do that. I will just have a quick walk around the truck. Got some newer LED lights in here. This is something I've not done yet, and I think I really need to do it. We've got a stainless steel exhaust up the side here. Now there is a good benefit in doing this. It's something I always been planning to do, but I put a fairing down here with door hatches in it, which would have then wouldn't be able to open them with the exhaust in the way. So I didn't do it in the end. But there's a big benefit to do this, especially in cold climates. So on a left-hand drive or right-hand drive, your exhaust will come down this side or the other side. Now if you've got a little bit of a breeze coming this way and you're in a cold climate, you want to use your heater, cab heater. Now that exhaust will blow forward and get sucked up in your heater and through your cab with exhaust fumes. Now I've experienced this, and for this reason it's definitely a good idea to do this if you have the space. If it's not going to block something here, I would add a nice stainless steel exhaust, and it makes basically and it makes you look like a trucker. I love it. So nice aluminium battery box here, extra fuel tanks, some bars, some crash bars. Interesting. It's always nice to see what other people do, different builds. He will be very shortly putting some kind of bike mount on here. It's got a torsion-free base. It's a nice build. I really want to show you inside. It is nice, but we'll wait till August when we come back. So that's it. Just a nice DAF, and we'll come back and do a video on this. Going to give you a little tour of the Mini Man. It's a MAN 8136. It came from Sweden. It was driven back to the UK. It's had a motorcraft box put on the back. Obviously got a door for a tunnel there, which we need to build. Has a ladder. This isn't motorcraft. This was added. This ladder was added later. It's not a motorcraft ladder. We'll show you inside in a moment. Currently it's got some of the seats windows. I'm not a fan of these. These will be coming out. We're going to be putting in some new windows. It's got a tyre mount, tyre lift on the back. Again, this was built by Motorcraft. Nice sturdy system. Just wind on a winch here, wind this up, and it will then wind it back down here. That works nicely. Going to be lockers to this side as well. Got roof bars going up the sides and over the top. Roof rack coming. An interior to do. You need to have a central seat in here. So you cut the tunnel through. And then inside. So here's inside. It's about 4 meters long. Now this truck was somebody started the build previously. For whatever reason they decided to sell the truck. It's been sold twice that I know of before it came here. So we're going to put a seating area in here. Large safari window in this one for the seating area. Kitchen running down this side, bathroom. Then we've got to make a rather interesting single bed that is a drawer. So it's a seat, but at bedtime you pull it out and it becomes a bed. So that's the plan. Lots to do. So I've got this extension tube for the snorkel, it's a metre steel. It's a millimetre larger than the original, and this doesn't fit as well. It starts to open this up, put a bit of strain on that. I'm going to cut a length of this pipe off and weld it to the end of that one, so that fits on nicely. I'm going to be doing it on this wooden table, not ideal, but it's only going to be a couple minutes of welding, so I'm not going to worry about that. First job is to cut this off. I'll take this bit of paper around it. If you square the paper up, you're going to get a nice straight cut. That makes sense. Although the original cut isn't actually that straight, whoever did that, but I will do a nice straight cut, weld it onto here, and we're going to paint this tube up. We've got a flexible bit of hose coming, which we should wash straight on to the end of the steel tube and then onto the air filter. That should be that job done. Saved a bit of effort in having to weld this in different angles. I do need to weld some brackets onto here. So then I'm going to bond an aluminium panel or bracket to the front of the truck, and then we'll just bolt that bracket to this. Job done. Saved a lot of effort in welding bits up. So that's the plan. So I'm going to get on, start cutting. So having cut this, I want to weld it, but it's got paint on it. So I'm just going to clean the paint off. I'm going to do that with a flat wheel. It's essentially a bit like a grinding disc, but it's got flaps of sanding paper on it. And it's just going to remove the paint without touching the metal really. Just a nice gentle way of cleaning up. This is actually a 80 grit. So with that little clean, always wear safety glasses, and then I can weld it. I'll just clean the edge up. Some of this paint might get hot and bubble off, but it's going to get prepped before I paint it anyway. So I've just removed enough paint so I can weld it up. This into there. So let's get on the welding. Right, it's been a while since I welded last. A good couple of years. But it's going to get straight on with it. So just tap that on. If you wear gloves like this, I like to wear these gloves, but your welder, especially if you're doing MIG or arc, it's going to splatter on your gloves and melt your gloves. These certainly offer more protection and they're not going to melt, so we're using these. I'm going to spot weld this on. This is all welded up. I've added the pit on the top, a couple of brackets, top and bottom. I've given this a clean up. I'll key them up with 180 grit sandpaper, degrease them. Now this being plastic, it's going to get a little coat of plastic coat. It's like a plastic primer before I put any paint on it. And this is going to get some primer, and then we're going to paint them black. When using rattle cans, just before you finish, turn them upside down and use the last bit of spray. Just keeps the nozzle clean. Next time you come to use them, they're not blocked up. So they've both had a coat of primer. Put a very light coat on this, give it 15 minutes to flash off. I put another coat on top. We'll probably give that 40 minutes and then we'll go for black. So we're taking the wheel arch off because I don't like it. And we're going to build some nice lockers. Go from the fuel tank all the way to the back. Incorporate the wheel arch into the lockers. And have a little locker in this rear corner and the corner there. It's going to look much better. Aesthetically more pleasing, more functional. So that's the plan. We don't need these, they're not man enough. Remove the fuel tank, so I'm going to rehang these brackets. Going to move it up ever so slightly so the fuel tank gets incorporated in the lockers. It's just going to look a little bit tidier, a bit smarter. So lockers is what I'm working on now. The fuel tank is off. Just covered up the ports for the fuel lines, just something crap getting in there. And lots has arrived, but still waiting on a few tools to start up a job. But I've got plenty to get on with making these lockers, so that's what I'm going to do now. Worked out my design, just drawn out here on here. Then we're going to cut all those sheets out, bend and weld together. Now I bought these Milwaukee shears. This is the top of the range one because it specifies you can cut 3 mil aluminium. This is 3 mil aluminium, and although it does cut, it's very difficult. I've cut maybe 2.5 inches there. It was hard work, and I think I'm just going to go through these blades. I've got so much cutting to do, I think I'll end up destroying the blade before I get through here. And the jigsaw is just going to be much easier. And the jigsaw is just going to be much easier to do, and I don't know what these blades cost, and I'm not even sure I can get hold of them easily. So, although I bought this for this job, I'm not going to do it. A bit disappointing. This is supposed to cut 3 mil and it doesn't. So put that to one side. And we're going to use the trusty old jigsaw. So I've cut out this front plate for the boxes, and you can see where the doors will be. And I've followed the radius of this wheel, and I was being a bit clever. To do it this way is harder, there's more work, there's various challenges you come to. But I've also decided I don't like it, and the reason is it looks too commercial, too much like a showman's truck. That makes any sense. This is an expedition truck. Expedition trucks are awesome and grrr, and this is the wrong look. And in a way that's good news because it's easier to do it that way. So to make this look more grrr, we're going to cut, I'm sure you can see a line there. We're going to make this a series of lines. So there's going to be a slope here, one there, and then one back down there. A lot of the expedition trucks you see if you go on Instagram, they are like that, and it's probably 50-50, 50% like this, 50% the other way. I personally think the more slanted look certainly looks more awesome and robust. This looks too commercial for my liking, and we want this truck to look grrr, so I'm going to make some changes and come back. Okay, so that's far more the look I'm going for. It's more rugged, robust and more manly. It also makes manufacture far easier because you don't have to deal with radiuses. So that's good, pleased with that. These bottom edges are going to be folded. I'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll start cutting the sheets for the back, top, sides, and then cut the doors out. Thanks for watching, guys. To see more of this mini man truck build, subscribe and like for more.